When did people stop wanting to have fun? What the fuck is wrong with everyone here? Every post is blaming Blizzard for the things the community as a whole does. Nobody is forcing you to Zerg and AV. Nobody forced you to roll a mage and spam dungeon cleave runs. Nobody forced you to farm level 48 Alliance players. Fuck the spy add-on. Fuck killing Flamelash, and fuck you for hiding behind your shitty excuses for griefing other players. When did this community become less about the journey and more about the destination? You aren't going to get rank 14, and you are ruining the game for people who don't want to min-max. Alright. Alright, let's talk about this. I've never had an interaction with another community that is so... It's even worse than Dark Souls, in my opinion. That is so fixated on telling other people how to play. They're so fixated on trying to make other people play the game a certain way. This is not the classic experience. This isn't the way you're supposed to play. You're not supposed to use that. You can't play this spec. And everything is the same. It doesn't matter if it's like the high-end community. It doesn't matter if it's like casuals. It doesn't matter at all. Every single community, every single part of the community is all like this. It's crazy to me, man. I don't understand it at all. WoW should be a role-playing game. These editors can be exposing people might not be. No, free PR. Yeah, I agree with that too. Who is both sides doing it? Well, both sides are doing it, right? You have the min-maxers who expect everybody to play only the best spec that they can play. And if you ever play anything besides the best spec, you're out of the fucking raid, dude. You're done. They don't have time for you. Nobody has time for you. Get the fuck out of here. But besides that, you have plenty of other people who are just trying to play the game normally, and then they want to be efficient with their time. They want to be able to get to level 60 as fast as possible or whatever. And then you have these guys that are mad because some people like to do that. Well, guess what? Hockey life. Some people enjoy having fun by being efficient. I'm gonna be honest, sometimes killing level 48 is fun. Sometimes we're doing mage AoE spam dungeon runs and being able to clear half of armory in one pull. Maybe that is fun for some people. It's fun for me. Games are about enjoyment, not instruction. Games are not about anything. Here's the problem, is that you have these fucking people that are spending all their damn time telling everybody else how they need to have fun. Some people have fun min-maxing. Some people have fun not min-maxing. Some people have fun running around and being dipshits. I'm sure you guys know some people like that. Everybody has fun a different way. Now, I think it's a slightly different conversation whenever you want to talk about systems that Blizzard puts into the game that direct the game and direct the fun in a certain specific way, right? Like LFR or Titan Forging or something like that. That can affect your fun, right? Of course, because you have to explain to the company, right? But once the items and once the things are in the game, I believe this. Once the content is in the game, I don't fault anyone for doing LFR. Why the fuck would I fault somebody for doing LFR? It's free fucking loot. Of course they're gonna do LFR. Why would they not do it? Doesn't make any sense. So, yes, obviously, I feel like the game could be played differently, but I think Blizzard should make the game differently. I don't blame the community. I think this whole idea of blaming the community, oh, it's the community's fault. Why the community stop wanting to have fun? I just want to suck at the game. I want to suck. I want to play and just be bad and it's okay. You know, give me a fucking break, man. Give me a fucking break. It's so embarrassing. It really is. I hear about this all the time. And listen, bro. Just because you got kicked out of another MC pug because you want to play red. Just because you got passed over for Bone Reaver's Edge for an arms warrior that's rank 7 whenever you're rank 2. Bro, that doesn't necessarily mean that those guys are wrong. It doesn't matter. That's all there is to it. People complain about, yeah, they sit around complaining about the way other people play the game. Like, let's make a list. You know what? Let's do this. Give me a second. Let me pull this up. Okay, notepad. Things classic WoW players complain about other players doing. Ganking. Not ganking. Clearing MC too fast. Not clearing MC fast enough. Let's see. What are the other ones? Stream sniping. Let's see. Farming using the wrong spec. Getting mad at other people for using the wrong spec. Ninjing. What else? What else do we have here, boys? I'm trying to think if we're missing anything else. I'm gonna have to make this bigger. Let's see. What are the other? What's the other list that we have here? Oh, dungeon leveling. Dungeon leveling. Playing on a PvE server. Let's see. Collusion. Cross faction collusion. Streamers. Let's see, what's the other one? Let's see. Being a streamer, playing on RP server. AoE runs. Yeah, AoE, runs. Okay, next. Min-maxing. Not min-maxing. Okay, what's the other ones? Wrong. Oh, loot, reserving loot. Spy add-on. All right, let's see. We're still going, guys. There's plenty more to go. Oh, liking playing retail. Let's see. Wrong. Not having engineering. Expecting people to have engineering. Okay, next. Let's see. We'll scroll down a bit here. Giving loot to the wrong people. Loot distribution. Guild leadership, guild management. The way they do AV. Twinking. Okay, next one. Multi-boxing. Okay, what's another one? AV efficiency, selling tanking services. Okay, raid logging. I don't know about that one. That's a little bit not quite. Boosting, that's a good one. Camping. Let's see, killing lower levels. Maybe that's ganking. Maybe just ganking. Ganking. I'm not really sure about that one. Okay, what else? World PvP. Oh, camping flight masters. Camping, enemy, factions, cities. Devil Sword Mafia. Okay, not playing Dwarf Priest. Wrong race. Not Dwarf Priest. Okay, so, not having best in slot, economy, streaming classic, price gouging, clickers, paying for potions. The Horde, let's see, is this abusing BG join mechanics? Oh, right, yeah, AFK kicking people out. AFK kicking, people from AV. Okay, next, let's see. Paladins. Bots. Well, bots make sense. Like, that's not really... oh, having Warcraft logs. Okay, let's see here. Where's the next one? Abusing auction house. Server lag. That's not really blaming players. Watching Asmongold? Yeah, that's probably a good one right there. I'd agree with that. Who the fuck would do that? Overpriced goods and our streamers get free stuff? That's not really... That's just streamers in general. We don't need to make, like, specific things. Oh, right. 60% Andes. 60% mounts in PvP. Okay, layering. That's not it. Wall jumping in Warsong Gulch. Wall jumping in WSG. Okay. Well, being in Olympus. That's a good one. Being in Olympus. Okay, so we've got... wow, that's a lot of things. This is actually a lot. I didn't expect it to be this many. Oh my god. Okay, paying for services. I don't know about that. Not knowing boss mechanics. Oh, that's a good one. Not knowing boss mechanics. Expecting people to know boss mechanics. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Faction imbalance. Okay, we've got a real list going on here, boys. No BM. No, wait, what the hell? Why'd I get logged off? How the fuck did I get logged off? Whatever, doesn't matter. Who cares? Raid difficulty, that's not it. Group farming, gold farming. I don't think gold farming really is. Reserving sellables. Reserving gear, I already got that one up here. Yeah, I already got reserving gear. Server overpopulation, that's not really... They don't get mad at the people, right? Being torn female. Okay, are we... I think... Oh, speedrunning? I got that. Staying in Ironfest, backpedaling, that's not really much of a thing. Only playing on weekends, standing on the Battlemaster. Yeah, standing on the Battlemaster, that's another one. Standing on important NPCs. Battlemaster / Flight Master. Okay, next. Sitting in Ironforge, asking for water. Wrong ability rotations. I already got that in wrong spec, man. Stream sniping, I already got that. Asking for water. I don't think anybody gets mad about asking for water. I don't think that's true. Let's see. Saying classic is easy. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, saying classic is easy. And then also saying classic is hard. Okay, that's good. Gold beggars, mage population, no BGs. Ship into BG. I got that. It's not a big deal. Asking for gold. Camping, town and dual areas for honor. I already got that before. Dungeon leveling, sitting in Stormwind all day. Reserving all orbs. I've got that too. Paladins with BRE. I've got that. Playing the wrong spec. Okay, are there any more things that the people in this community don't fucking like? Before we go ahead and move on, I want to go ahead and get... Being a woman? No. Patch and release content cycle, being a girl, wiping, queue times. No, these are only things that people complained about other players doing. Players complained about other players doing these things. Okay, that's basically it. Okay. I think we've gotten a pretty good list here. So, these are the things that people don't like. These are things people don't like at all. And so let's go ahead and just go down the list. This is the way that this is how the classic community is. Oh yeah, that's a good one, Shadow. That's a good one. Asking for a tip for doing an enchant. Not tipping for enchants. Okay. So here's what I really want to get at here, so everybody can see where the fuck I'm coming from, alright? Being vote kicked? I already did that one, man. Calling deadmines for DM? Yeah, whatever. Not tipping for portals, raid looting and pub BGs. Being casual? Okay. Is there anything else that I'm missing? Mage asking for gold for water. Well, that's, yeah, I mean, but that's like, it's like different. Undercutting, tip for blacksmith, clear comms. Yeah, taking raiding too seriously. That's another one too. Just a second. Taking raids too seriously. Okay, so these are the things classic WoW players complain about other players doing. So if you don't do these things, you're not going to have a problem with the community, okay? You'll be just fine. There will be no trouble. As long as you don't. They complain about ganking, not ganking. Clearing MC too fast, not clearing MC fast enough. Stream sniping, using the wrong spec, getting mad at other people for using the wrong spec. Ninja looting, dungeon leveling, playing on a PvE server, cross-faction collusion, streamers, AoE runs, min-maxing, not min-maxing, reserving loot, spy add-on, playing retail, not having engineering, or expecting people to have engineering, loot distribution, guild management, the way they do AV, that's like speed runs for AV, etc. Twinking, multi-boxing, selling tanking services, raid logging, boosting, camping, killing lower levels, maybe just ganking, camping flight masters, camping enemy faction cities, Devil's Sword Mafia, wrong race, not playing a dwarf priest, AFK kicking people in AV, Warcraft logs, 60% mounts in PvP, wall jumping in Assmongold, being in Olympus, not knowing boss mechanics, expecting people to know boss mechanics, faction imbalance, standing on important NPCs like the Final Master or the Fight Master, saying Classic is too easy, or saying Classic is too hard. Any tip for asking for a tip for doing an enchant, not tipping for enchants, taking raids too seriously. So, %50% of things you're guilty of? Yeah, of course. Everybody's guilty of this. These backseat morons are trying to force other people into playing their nostalgia, living their nostalgia. This is a game, it's a sandbox game. Who would know that there are this many rules in the community for playing a so-called sandbox game? This right here are the rules for playing a sandbox game. Rolling need on off-spec gear. That's like all part about loot distribution. Like, I'm just going to do loot distribution in general, right? We could go and fork that off into 20 other different things, okay? Only playing 8 powers a day. What's a good ship for this AV? A problem lies within its own players, not the game. What I'm saying about this is that the players are so fixated on trying to micromanage the way other people play the game that they're the ones that aren't enjoying it. Like, that's all it comes down to. Like, they're ruining the entire game by trying to force their playstyle on other people. It's annoying, honestly. This is a great game, but I think the worst thing about Classic is its fucking community. Like, stop trying to micromanage the way that people play the game. All of these issues, all of these things are all things that people get mad about other people doing in Classic WoW. You forgot world buffs? I don't really think anybody gives a shit about world buffs, honestly. Complaining on a schedule, phases being released. Well, this is players complaining about other players doing. Players do not make the schedule go faster. I mean, let's be fair. They don't do that. Fuck people who hate tanks who go big dick. I agree with that, man. But the point that I'm making about this, spent 20 minutes complaining about other people complaining too much. Well, yeah, I did. I did because I think it's ruining the community. It is. So why I think it's ruining the community is like this. People are so fixated on the Classic experience, which is bullshit to begin with. Like, it's complete bullshit to begin with. People play Classic in 1,000 different ways, and every single way is the way they want to play the game, right? It's not up to you or anybody else to be able to judge the way they play. You can make a judgment on anything you want, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're not an asshole for trying to do it. These people are so fixated on trying to micromanage the way other people play the game and tell other people the way that they should play and enjoy the game that they're taking the fun out of it for everybody. This is what's happening. And the community has been doing this ever since Classic WoW was announced. There's this fixation on trying to tell other people what they need to do and how to play the game. It's not about elitists. It's about anti-elitists too. That's the worst thing about this, is that it's something that every single player does, or not every player does, but a lot of people in this community do. Like, look at the amount of threads, right? Argument against the stop min-maxing, replay value, and the decay of wonder. What is this here? I haven't really seen this a whole lot. I've been seeing a lot of posts lately decrying min-maxing mentality and accusing other optimizers, speedrunners, and honor farmers of optimizing the fun of the game. This is partly true, but there's also some untruth to it, and it in sort misses the point about gaming and how it works. TLDR, fun is tied to novelty, and you can't force someone to have fun. Picture a single-player RPG. For one of the later Fallout gets a big example. I'm sure everyone has their own. First time I played Fallout New Vegas, didn't have the Vegas fucking idea what I was doing, and I loved it. Sure, I picked it up, etc. Whenever I came back a few years later, the novelty is partially lost. I remember every quest text, but the stuff came back to me. I also, let's see here. I'm going to scroll down here. This is a lot here. Okay. If you had forced my first playthrough into the framework of the second, I would not have had fun. If you had done the opposite, I wouldn't either. Fun in video games is subjective and comes from garnering reward in a novel way. When you're new, that enjoyment will mostly come from discovery, but you can't discover the same thing twice, or thrice. You can't expect the same level of enjoyment, so after some playthroughs, for a lot of people, the fun is shifted towards optimization. Now, the novelty comes from seeing what they can do to push themselves and how fast they can really go, and how hard they can really go. Oh, you guys can't see? That's my bad. I fucked up there. Okay, sorry about that. This is pretty much the situation in Classic right now. A lot of people have been through the game a dozen times and are finding enjoyment in optimizing and beating it, a sort of personal new game plus. Others are enjoying it for the first time, getting lost in BRD or Stratholme for 12 hours and wearing Spirit and Intellect gear on their rogues. Both of these experiences are equally valid, but you can't shoehorn someone into your ideal fun Classic experience if they aren't in your shoes, experience and personality-wise. There it is. There it is, dude. I completely agree. I completely fucking agree. This is exactly what I've been trying to say. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm trying to get at here. I think that it makes a lot of sense. Let me go over here and I'll read the rest of this real quick, okay? Let's see. Blizzard says players can't optimize the fun out of the game. That's why I try to stop players from optimizing too hard. Never new expansion. That means the game's bad, right? No, because Blizzard's objective is not for them to have fun. It's for everyone to keep playing, and people keep playing whenever they have fun. I think that, like, just in general, it would be better for the community if people spent more time focusing on themselves enjoying the game rather than telling other people how to enjoy the game. And that's the main point that I'm trying to make, right? I don't want to get into this too much, but I genuinely think one of the worst things about Classic is the community, and that's basically it. Focus on enjoying the game yourself rather than telling other people how they should enjoy the game.